Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to unbox Alana Fairchild's Medicine Heart Oracle deck that I just got. I think I had alluded to that earlier. And so, anyways, let's open these up and see what we have. Just love her decks. They're so nice. Okay, so little white paper in there to hold everything in. The card on top says, I manifest the path of my heart, creating love and freedom for all beings. So I really like that. I'm just going to throw my glasses on here because, yes, this time I actually remembered them. It says, Beloved, your soul is sacred. Honor, embrace, celebrate your soul journey from deep immersion programs to a joyful monthly membership. We hold space together for your embodied ecstatic humanity. We warmly welcome you to our community of the sacred. Create and radiate energy with us, Alana Fairchild. And then it has a QR code. So not sure if you can see that. I'll leave that up on the screen for a minute in case you want to use the QR code. Okay, very nice. Something that we could definitely put on the altar. So let's take a look at the book first. Quite a thick book, actually. Usually you don't get quite a thick book like this. So let's just look at it. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. I just love her cards so much. Um, Table of contents, so it's hard to see here. And she has the introduction of the cards. Let's just flip through a little bit. So she talks about divination reading on a spirit mat. And then so she sort of lays that out for everybody there. Then the card meanings and the healing processes. And then it goes just into the different cards. Um, So there's 44 cards in all in this deck. So each one talks about the card. So we'll talk about the card in here, and then it goes into, after she talks about the card, then she gets into the healing process that you can use for your healing with it. Yes, and then at the other end, she gives some further reading, so some different books that you could take a look at that might call to you, that would help you out with your medicine path. She's got a knot, and then she says, what's next? So she is going to give you a little bit of stuff. It's like, would you like to dive deeper into the divine feminine shamanism with me? And so she gives some of that. She talks about herself, about the author, which is Alana Fairchild. And then she talks about the artist, who is Sophie Wilkins from Quebec, Canada. So that's very nice too, to see that. And then she gives some other books that are available. Yeah, so like I say, super thick book, but really nice. So let's take a little look at the cards, and then if anybody wants a reading or card pulled for them, we can do that. Otherwise, we will just do one for the collective. So let's take a look at these cards. This is the back of the cards here. Very, very pretty. And the front of the card. So the first one is the medicine circle. Then we have sacred piercing. Song of Sangoma. Hopefully I don't butcher these words. Mater Materia Medisa. Second Sight. And, ooh, this one's pretty. Dragon's Gate. Ooh, yeah, definitely not going to pronounce this one right. Siba Yakshay. Mer Tatu. Heya Griva. Hopefully I'm not butchering these too bad. Oh, I love that card. Chalk. Amulet of Kirkula. Charcoal. It's really interesting how some of the cards are straight up and down and some of them are sideways. Taboo. Beauty of Ib. Priestess of Tellura. Nangpa. Ho. Hopefully when reading the book, it will give some of these pronunciations. Meta Bhavana. Lu. Negalia Panya. Heart of Gaja. Hu Yi. Ooh, I love this one. Give me some tigers. Ajuy. Ajayu. I think it is. Macaw and Cacao. Oops. Guess that one was done being up. Yayo Yas. Isha Hakama. The Cicada Christ. Azim. Just gonna take these down because it's all up there. Izia, Threshold of Isis. Matt. Grib Sprayong. Wings, Blood, and Bone. Ascendancy Capacity. Shaman's Mirror. Light Rising in the East. She-Wolf of the South. Dragon Fae of the West. Nest at the North. Crested Crane marks the center. Collective of the Southwest. Sacred Law of the Northwest. I'll get them right here. Ashura of the Northeast. Honor Elegua of the Southeast, or something like that. Mother of Star Nations. So those are the cards. Very beautiful. I will go ahead, do a card for the collective. What everybody needs to know. Which is the collective need to know for today. Okay. Winner. Second Sight. So let us see what this says. And I almost went right to the page. So that's kind of cool. Okay, second sight is the spiritual vision or clairvoyance of the soul. Your vision of a situation may not yet be completely clear, but your soul knows how to remedy that. Be willing to look beneath the surface and sense the truth. Such knowledge is a karmic birthright, for the answers to all questions are provided as an expression of spiritual grace. Know that you are blessed with spiritual guides and soul guardians who are looking out for you. When you are ready to receive it, you will be gifted with the knowledge of what is true and what to do. Owl is an unusual among her feathered kin. Her eyes face forwards rather than being at the sides of her head. She's able to sense distance with great precision. She also has the capacity to hunt accurately in complete darkness due to her exceptional hearing. She relies upon sight and sound rather than scent to hunt successfully. Wolf has sharp vision and hearing, has high intelligence, yet his most powerful sense is smell. Together, this unlikely duo represents the fullness of spiritual discernment, insight, and the capacity to recognize and accurately interpret subtle energies, including messages of spiritual guidance. Their collective power symbolizes truth grasped from among even the most confusing or veiled situations. Both owl and wolf are apex predators and nocturnal hunters in soul language. This refers to the spiritual capacity for self-protection and self-care. Even when you cannot consciously know all that is happening around you, the oracle advises that even you may not yet know all the relevant facts. Your intuition will help you navigate your life path effectively and successfully. Be willing to discern when to pause and when and how to act, rather than diving in without forethought or taking things at face value. Successful hunters assess situations from a wider perspective and wait for the right timing before taking action. Through a combination of wisdom, instinct, and intuition, your timing will be excellent and you will not allow anyone or any situation to get the better of you. As hunters, the soul totem learning for owl and wolf teach how to overcome fear and hesitation and to claim what is rightfully yours. There can be a reluctance in the sensitive people to assert their worth and claim what rightfully belongs to them, such as personal space or respect. Sometimes such hesitancy is based on misconception that to do so would be an expression of entitlement or selfishness rather than an act based on healthy self-esteem. Entitlement and selfishness are about taking from the earth without care or consideration, whereas healthy self-esteem is about a willingness to receive your divine birthright as a human being. It is not until you fully embrace and lay claim to your right to exist, your right to live your life in integrity with your own heart, and the fulfillment of your destiny can unfold. Given that fulfillment of destiny liberates karma and therefore brings spiritual benefit to all beings to claim and live one's life fully is not a selfish act. It is an essential act of soul affirmation with the potential to manifest spiritual grace in our world, but we must have the courage to pursue and receive our destiny. There is something within yourself or your life that you need to zone in on. It may be an intuition that you need to acknowledge or a piece of information that you need to carefully consider. You may have to go hunting within to access this awareness, preventing it from becoming hidden beneath the layers of fear or doubt. This soul can circle around the fear, witnessing without judgment, gaining understanding of the secret beliefs driving the emotion and what the ancestral origins or contribution to those beliefs may be. From that clarity, you garner your wisdom, your intelligence, and your strength. You become ready for an inner reckoning from which you will arise triumphant over fear, having learned what soul medicine is needed. You have it within you to deal with anything that is taking place in your life. Summon your inner owl and wolf wisdom and prepare to see, hear, and sniff out the truth at the most opportune moment. The universe wants this for you. Ultimately, good things shall come from it. To succeed, we must know that success is possible and then believe in ourselves and the community of guides, guardians, spiritual and earthly helpers that supports and also benefits from the successful programs of the soul's healing journey. There are energies within us, such as doubt, that can work against liberation, yet when approached with spiritual intelligence, they become the very forces that teach you how to empower yourself. When you recognize this, there is a fearless quality that arises within the soul, and you become willing to be you, more freely, more wildly, more joyfully, how the world needs such joy. And then the healing process, and I'll read this for this one because I think it's interesting to see how she's laid out these cards. But if there was somebody on that wanted a reading, then I would just read the little bit at the beginning. Okay, so the healing process with this is begin by connecting to your heart. You can do this by placing a hand at your heart and closing your eyes for a moment. Then set your intention for the healing practice. To do this, you may like to state your own personalized intention. Perhaps that you gain an answer to a particular question, or that you are simply open to receive what you most need at this time. Then express the following invocation. I call upon enlightened divine wisdom of heaven and earth, of the spiritual love that provides clarity with merciful grace and compassion. May this work generate spiritual benefit for all beings. Intend, imagine, and or visualize a circle of golden light forming around you. The light rises up from the earth, invisible spiritual energy, then descends from the heavens and adds to the radiance of your sacred circle. You may see, sense, or feel or intend that spiritual guides and guardians gather around the circle, including the spirit of the owl and the spirit of the wolf. Sense the spiritual power and presence. Now is the time for prayers for healing. You can say this prayer aloud and add your own words or thoughts as you choose. Here in the sacred circle, my heart opens to revelation of truth and soul empowerment to navigate the unknown, gaining insight to overcome all obstacles, growing spiritual strength and confidence. Now is the time for your journey practice. Intend to immerse yourself fully in your practice, mind, body, and soul, letting go of questions and becoming present. The intuition and assistance needed will enter your consciousness in the perfect time and the perfect way. This practice is your offering, and through it you are opening to receive. Your practice can be meditation, movement, and dance, singing and chanting, playing a musical instrument, or a combination of these things. If you wish to utilize a particular chant, you may like to work with Buddhist chant to clear space and empower wisdom. Om Mahang. If you want to move and or dance, you may like to begin with movements that mirror the soaring owl, progressing to wolf-like movements, grounding you and creating heightened awareness in your body, tuning into your senses. Complete your movement practice by becoming still like the owl. Watchful, patient, aware, and perched in a powerful old tree. Continue your journey practice. Sense the guides and guardians with you in this practice. You will be generating spiritual energy through complete presence. When you feel it is time, you are going to allow stillness to grow within you, settling your awareness deeper into your body. You are going to feel the heightened, clear, and sharp awareness of owl and will fill you. Complete presence in this moment, relaxed, attentive, grounded, aware. Breath is flowing, hearing, seeing, smelling, simply experiencing with awareness. When you are ready, you can say the following prayer. I open myself to receive the insight, guidance, and assistance that I need, or at the perfect time and in the perfect way. Protected by enlightened divine wisdom, I choose trust. I am sealed and protected with divine truth. Close your practice by visualizing the guides, guardians, and sacred circle transforming into sparkling light and wrapping a cloak of protective light around you before the energy disperses by settling into the earth. Ground and hydrate yourself. Pay particular attention to your instincts, dreams, and intuitions over the hours and days following your practice. You have completed your healing process. So again, very beautiful cards. I hope those resonated with you. Again, by Alana Fairchild. These are the Medicine Heart Oracle cards. So thanks for joining in on the live. And I would love to hear back from you what you thought of the cards, what you thought of the message that came through for the collective. If you do the journey, how that worked out for you, you can always drop us a message here on our YouTube channel, or you can head over to our website, daughtersofthemoon.ca. Thanks, everyone.